Hello, Orbis here, and welcome back to another edition of ranking all the tracks on Beatles albums. And now we finally get to do Rubber Soul, and this is where the series becomes a lot more fun to do, because Rubber Soul is where the Beatles went from being an amazing band to being the greatest. And also, this is where the actual ranking of the tracks is going to be a lot more difficult, now that with each album being full of amazing songs. Anyway, without further ado, here is my ranking of every track on Rubber Soul, ranking them from worst to best. My least favourite track on the album I've put as the closer, Run For Your Life. Even though I don't like the lyrics, it doesn't ruin the song for me. I still find it very enjoyable. Next up is the Ringo track, What Goes On. Ringo tracks get a lot better Rubber Soul onwards now that Lennon and McCartney are writing the songs for him, rather than just giving him covers. Next is Wait. This is great, but I always thought that it sounded a bit like a leftover from Help. Next is You Won't See Me. Then it's Think For Yourself, and this is where George Harrison's writing starts to rival Lennon and McCartney's. Also, the fuzz bass definitely elevates this track a lot. Next up is I'm Looking Through You. Then The Word. Then If I Needed Someone. This is probably the highest I've rated a George Harrison song up to this point, but that won't last much longer. Next is Drive My Car, and now we're in the top 5. And at number 5 I've put as Nowhere Man, which has one of my favourite lyrics to a Beatles song. And number 4 is In My Life, an incredible song, and it evokes a strong feeling of nostalgia and longing, which makes it very moving to listen to. At number 3 I've put Girl. I love this song a lot. The lyrics are great and I love the acoustic guitar part. Number 2 I've got Michelle. The lyrics are kind of corny, but that's what's great about it, and the guitar part is incredible, as are the vocal harmonies. And my favourite song on Rubber Soul, I've decided, is Norwegian Wood. A fairly standard choice, but that's because it's incredible. The first Beatles song to use sitar, and it's a great addition to the song, and it's actually one of the first uses of sitar on a Western rock song, although the Kinks beat them to it with their song See My Friends. Also, can I just point out that John Lennon absolutely killed it on this album? 4 out of my top 5 are primarily John compositions. Anyway, that was my ranking of the Rubber Soul tracks. Comment what your favourites on Rubber Soul are, or come up with your own ranking maybe. And the Revolver ranking will be out very soon. So I'll see you soon. Bye.